talk on durability-based design and testing of concrete structures. First of all, before starting the lecture, I want all of you to have a feel on what is this big deal about the word durability. In India, we have many structures more than 2000 years old, still sturdy without any damage issues, like the Brihadeshwara temple in Tanjavur. However, we can see terrible damages in structures of concrete and masonry as well as which are only 10 or 15 or 20 years old. And what is the difference? Why is this causing? It's definitely not because of strength. Old heritage construction is not even having half of the strength of the new concrete materials. The thing is durability. Durability is actually the response of the structure for the non-load effects or for the environment. It's not, the damage is not because of the load issues, but it is because of the material response to the environment, different kind of exposure. So we should be choosing materials and design it according to the environmental condition which it is exposed to. And this role is taken care of by the porosity and permeability of the materials, because when a structure is exposed to any aggressive conditions, a salt or atmospheric pollution or whatever it is, whatever the foreign element, it is going to get into our concrete through the connected pore structure, that is a permeability. So it is a transport properties of the material or the porosity and permeability characteristics that is going to determine how this material is going to perform or respond to an environment. The root cause of all these issues varies with exposure conditions. There can be a number of durability issues. Most of you might be knowing most of the issues actually, and they vary depending on the exposure conditions. We will not having the same issues as we see in a rainy tropical area and a place which is having severe freeze-thaw cycles, or like soil with more salts. The conditions will be different. The four major durability issues we face are chloride attack and carbonation. Both of them are kind of affecting corrosion of the steel members in the structure. Sulfate attack, it is because of the presence of sulfate salts in the soil or water where the structure is exposed to. ASR is alkali silica reaction. That is because of the kind of aggregates we use in concrete. If we are using aggregates with reactivity or reactive silica content, that aggregates will be causing some unwanted reactions in the concrete, causing expansion inside, and it will end up cracking like this. So all these conditions, there are others also, like acid attack, freeze-thaw attack. So there are others also, but these are the common ones mostly addressed in the area. Among these also, ASR is not very common in India, but we do have reactive aggregates, but not common. So all the damage mechanisms are finally resulting in some reaction inside the concrete, which mostly are chemical. It will cause an expansion. It will create or open up more pores. Once more pores or cracks are being opened up, it is very easy for the foreign elements to get into. So this again triggers the process and it is causing durability issues. So in this lecture, we are trying to address two questions. How to ensure durability of concrete in RC structures? What can we do before construction of that structure to ensure that, okay, this structure is going to take care of the durability issues it is going to face? How to scientifically design building materials for longevity? We normally, during mixed design, we normally do not look for durability problems. We do not look for, okay, this structure is going to be in a salt exposed area or freeze thaw area. We normally go with standard mixed design procedure where we are primarily looking at the strength characteristics. I'll be telling this later in detail, but I'll just will give a brief that our current IS 456, which is 2000 version, we have only two serviceability criteria. This is for one is for strength, one is for strength and one is for serviceability. And the upcoming IS 456 is including durability also. So till now we are taking care of only strength and serviceability while designing a structure. We look for what is our maximum strength requirement and what is how much deflection or the cracking limits and all, but now onwards we are going to take care of durability also. So it's high time we should understand the seriousness issues of durability and how we can take care of that. One interesting example of indicating durability of structures is that we all know, you might have heard of this, the Roman concrete is after 2000 years also, it's very sturdy, it is undamaged, and in extensive studies were carried out in recent times all over the world, taking the Roman concrete and microanalytical and detailed physico-chemical microanalytical characterization were done. One important observation was that the presence of tobermorite in these structures. This tobermorite, these are the SEM images. So you take the sample, slice it, watch under scanning electron microscopy. In the SEM images, they found many evidences to show that there were volcanic materials added in the concrete in the mortar as pozzolans. So it was completely the characteristics of the mortar that helped this concrete to survive all these 2000 years. Less cementitious content was one major thing. That is when they are replacing cement with volcanic material.